Assalamualaikum and very welcome and very pleasant morning to Dr. Hannah and my fellow friends. So today, we are going to discuss regarding issue of KPMG audit scandal, Region State Fund, with 1 MDB. So this is next slide, please. So this is an overview of what we are presenting today. So basically, we are going to summarize that the summary of the case, and then we moving on to the breach of duty. Next to explanation of the breach, sanction of the case, suggestion to avoid being charged, and lastly conclusion. So regarding the summary of the case, as we all know, the 1MDB scandal had significant consequences of Malaysia, including damage to the country reputation and the economy. The misappropriation of billions of dollars from a state-owned development company created a sense of public outrage and mistrust in the government. So Malaysia government has reached a settlement with KPMG over the audit of the scandal Region State Fund, 1MDB, with KPMG has agreed to pay 80.11 million as the settlement and all legal proceeding against the KPMG who failed to conduct a proper auditing of 1MDB financial statements from 2010 to 2012, which may have allowed a fraudulent transaction to go to undetected, which was at the center of a major corruption scandal involving our former Prime Minister, which is Datuk Seri Najib Razak, and the settlement come as Malaysia continue to seek more billions dollars in compensation from other entities that involved with the 1MDB scandal. Okay, for the breach and the relevant law that based on the Company Act 2016, we have found that the breach of duty due to the negligence in the audit and certification of 1MDB financial statement for financial year ended in March 31, which in 2010, 2011, and also in 2012. The relevant law that suitable for the cases that the current issue is negligence in the audit and certification of the financial statement based on section 266 subsection 1. Every auditor of a company or holding a company is required to provide member with reports on the account or the consolidated account during the company general meeting. And the reason why the party or the person, the company are being charged is because the auditor from KPMG didn't report the appropriate or the properly members of 1MDB financial statement relating to other accounts. Other relevant law and section is section 266 subsection 3. It is duty of the auditor to carry out the audit and present in reliable information to ensure the validity and also the accuracy of its financial record, and to ensure that the tax law comply with the financial statement. Auditor also should form an opinion regarding the information and explanation in proper keeping of accounting and other records, as well as procedure that appropriate to the consideration. And the reason why the party or the company KPMG has been charged is because the auditor didn't provide the best audit opinion, and the auditor didn't authorize the procedure relating to the consolidation of the financial statement. The sanction that has been through with the KPMG is the Malaysian government has filed a civil suit against the KPMG due to breach of contract and negligence in the audit and certification of 1MD financial statement for the financial year from 2010 to 2012. And KPMG also has agreed to pay their settlement at 80 million to resolve all claims related to its fiduciary duty by the auditor. So I'm going to pass the next presenter. It's fine.
Okay, thank you, Zami. So if KPMG auditors want to avoid from being charged, so they need to ensure that the financial statement present a true and fair view. So it is important to follow the guideline set forth in the Companies Act. So we have come up with several suggestions to help KPMG auditors in order to achieve that. So based on section 266 subsection 1A, KPMG auditors shall report to members about the financial statement and other records before the annual general meeting of the company. Also, under section 266 subsection 2A, KPMG's auditor are required to report on whether the financial statement on the company give a true and fair view of the MDB financial position, performance, and etc. Next slide. So on the other hand, auditors also can exercise their duties with due care, skills and diligence, and apply their knowledge and experience. First of all, under Section 2663, KPMG auditor shall have a duty to perform an opinion on each of the following matters, which are whether the auditor has obtained all the information and explanation that he required in order to conduct the audit, whether the proper accounting and other records, including register, have been kept by the company as required by this act, whether the returns received from branch office of the company are adequate, and whether the procedure and method used by YMDB is in arriving at the amount taken into consolidated accounts were appropriate to the circumstances of the consolidation. Next slide. So what young auditor could learn from this case? So it is a must for professionals such as auditors to possess an independence of mind. So independence of mind is a mental condition that allows one to reach conclusion without being influenced by other things or people. Besides, auditor also need to have a professional behavior that comply with relevant laws and regulation. Also, they must have integrity like other group mentioned before. They must be straightforward and honest at all professional and business relationship. So in conclusion, KPMG cases, in these cases, involve 80 million in damages, highlight the significant financial impact and consequences that can arise from professional negligence or misconduct. So this case serve as a reminder for a firm like KPMG or other audit firm to prioritize ethical practice such as MAA bylaws on professional ethics and the ISA, which is International Standard of Accounting, that can serve as comprehensive framework for the professional. That's all from Group 1. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Very informative.